Hello everyone. Welcome to the lecture series on tourism and hospitality. In this video, I will explain you about new distribution capability in air travel. Two fundamental needs connect all airlines: revenue and passenger satisfaction. To satisfy customers, carriers seek ways to learn more about their clients and provide a set of additional services like baggage insurance or onboard food. Those services, also called ancillaries, are offered for additional fees. Given the small margins for core transportation services, the fees help to generate profits. To be able to sell ancillaries to the passengers and to be more profitable, airlines struggle to deliver personalized content to their travelers. Considering that getting in touch with the end user is nearly impossible via the channels provided by GDS, a new standard emerged to resolve this issue. The air travel industry confronted big changes when the new distribution capability, also called as NDC, debuted in 2012. Lufthansa, British Airways, American Airlines, and Iberia were the first to adopt NDC, and the technology continues to make its way in airline distribution as well as other means of improving airline operations. What is NDC? NDC stands for the New Distribution Capability, which is essentially an XML standard created by the International Air Transport Association to allow airline service providers to deliver rich content and ancillaries to their customers. Basically, NDC is a communication protocol aimed at replacing the old EDIFACT protocol that has been around since the 1980s and used by GDS. A new protocol using XML allows for bringing rich content and ancillaries directly to online travel agencies, GDS, and travel management companies via a set of standard APIs used in travel industry. Additionally, XML is much more flexible and updatable. What benefits does NDC provide? Personalized shopping experience and access to customer information. Currently, most of the customer personal data remain in the hands of middlemen, OTAs and GDS. This means that airlines just get basic information about their clients, which doesn't allow for personalizing the shopping experience, the thing that has become a standard in modern travel e-commerce. Content and pricing autonomy. Another benefit of personalizing is pricing autonomy. Currently, most airlines publish their tariffs via ATPCO, the tech provider and main source of pricing data. Having a third party as an intermediary between revenue management and distribution channels means that airlines miss the opportunity of dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing is the ability to create personalized fare and travel package offers based on individual client information. The new XML standard allows airlines to build their own APIs and change prices independently, adding value to their offers and adjusting prices individually to each customer. Rich content offers, ancillaries and discounts. Distributing the flight data via GDS EDIFACT, airlines are unable to include ancillaries in their offers. This results in financial losses for service suppliers as ancillaries are the main source of profits for carriers. Product differentiation. The traditional GDS model only permits airline to display prices and schedules, while tariff meta-search engines and OTAs make it easy for travelers to compare pricing. Airlines can't market their added values, services, and fully compete. Rich content that includes all service details solves this problem. Reduced reliance on legacy systems. Most airlines use legacy passenger service systems, also called as a PSS, that contain reservation info, fares, and schedule. The main purpose of the PSS is to show which seats are available for a given flight. PSS may have poor performance, a number of other restrictions, and most PSS providers really lag in modernization. NDC will act as separate engine outside of legacy system that allow for presenting data stored in PSS database using airline's private interface. The first set of official standard was released on September 1st, 2015. A new messaging standard promised to change the way airline tickets are distributed. This will help service providers bring personalized content directly to OTAs, TMCs, and meta search engines, bypassing global distribution systems. As a result, NDC was supposed to break the oligopoly of global distribution system that formed over time. Disadvantages and difficulties with NDC. Despite being a great opportunity, NDC has at least two major drawbacks that slow down its adoption across all major carriers. NDC is not really a standard. The use of XML instead of EDIFACT is supposed to be a standard, but in reality, the implementations are different and dependent on the IT provider. So there is no real standard for all. That means that if every airline would plug into their own NDC pipeline, there would be countless API channels impossible for OTAs and TMCs to integrate with. The only winner in this situation seem to be IT providers. Distributors won't leave the GDS pipeline. Travel agents are still more likely to use GDS because they don't require any changes and still generate revenues. For OTAs and TMCs, a switch to NDC means additional expenses which don't guarantee any benefits. The reason for that is a severe market fragmentation with different NDC solutions and no one-size-fits-all solution. For instance, American Airlines reported 4 million tickets sold via its NDC channel in 2017, which does not look like a large percentage of annual revenue. Today, NDC adoption remains a premium option rather than necessary. NDC will come, but via GDS. The new distribution capability was supposed to allow airlines to bypass GDS. The current state of the industry vividly illustrates that as of 2019, GDS are likely to remain to the oligopoly even in terms of NDC adoption, as airlines will still be able to merchandise their additional services through NDC pipelines. They seemingly have achieved their goals, but the question is more about the transparency now, as it is a big question whether GDS NDC aggregator will allow carriers to directly reach their customers. Thank you for watching. We will join in the next video.